Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the annual Payback pay-per-view. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 14 of the Ryan Rage Career Universe. I have two huge matches scheduled for you here tonight. In the first match, Triple H, Buzz and Seth Rollins will face Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose in an elimination style handicap match. The elimination stipulation was added by Shane McMahon to improve the odds of Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns getting their hands on Seth Rollins. The Authority made this match to protect Rollins. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose haven't gotten a chance to get their hands on Seth Rollins since he betrayed them at Extreme Rules a couple of weeks ago, and he joined the Authority and will team up for the first time with them here tonight. Dean Ambrose couldn't wait to get his hands onto Seth. He drops him on the apron, but that distraction was enough for Triple H to come back into the driver's seat.
Delivered into the barricade. Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade. Climbs back into the ring.
Reaches his partner for the tag.
Byron, we talk about the importance of strategy. What can you tell us about creating a game plan for a matchup like this?
If you're on the wrong end of the numbers game, a superstar must find a way to limit the options of the other team. Try and eliminate some of your competition. No, which is why the outnumbered superstar can't waste any time going on the attack.
Roman Reigns gets tagged into the match for the first time. Buzz is currently in the ring. We all know who these two men would rather want in the ring with them right now. That man is still on the apron. I don't think he's gonna tag himself into this match until he has no option left if Buzz and Triple H gets eliminated. Reigns now his first opportunity to get his hands on Rollins. Just like Ambrose, he also drops Rollins on the apron. But Buzz now taking Reigns out. Ambrose and Reigns both got distracted by Rollins on that apron. They couldn't help themselves. They have been waiting for this moment for so long.
Looks like we're gonna see Selena Del Sol.
2. He gets the shoulder up at 2.
Talk about a close call for him.
Running Swanton finds the mark. He's getting a little battered now. He's heading up top.
Thinking big.
Top rope. Measuring his opponent.
Huge turning point right here.
Cover. Broken up. And the match continues.
That's teamwork.
And Zagiri finds his mark. And he is now in a discouraging spot.
He's on his heels, that's for sure.
Tagged in. The game's devising a move here. Connecting on the DDT.
Ooh, sharp kick.
Keeping it. Had Triple H well scouted. Tossed into the corner. Clothesline in the corner. He's tagging out.
Top rope, putting it all on the line.
Look out.
Whoa, what a landing.
tough when you face such a risk taker. Back in under the ropes. Ooh. Saw that one coming. Took advantage. Yes, tag. Knees. No way. Straight to the floor. Wildly throwing your body out of the ring like that is more often than not going to provide such a result.
That was an example of boldness backfiring.
Shifts it back onto him. Clothesline. So effective. Ooh, rocked with that one.
What a response. This can't go.
Ambrose now going for dirty deeds. It connects on Buzz. Will it be enough to eliminate Buzz? Ambrose clears Triple H and Rollins. No, he misses Rollins the first time, but he gets him the second time. Now going for the cover. Will he eliminate Buzz? 1, 2, 3. He does. Buzz is eliminated. And it's now an equal play field. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Triple H and Seth Rollins. Ambrose now getting his hands on Rollins again. Seems like these two men is now the legal men in this match. I think Ambrose decided Rollins is gonna be legal. But Triple H now also assaulting Dean Ambrose. Rollins entering the ring and taunting. Looks like Rollins will be the legal man now. Yes, the count started from 1, so it is official. Seth Rollins is the legal man. Can you guys believe that? Triple H is still in the match, but Seth Rollins is now the legal man. This is the moment Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns have been waiting for. Roman Reigns now getting his first shot at Rollins, but Rollins wisely decides to take Reigns down before he can get his hands on him, but it didn't help for too long. So Reigns is now in the driver's seat. Reigns decides to bring the action back into the ring. Superman punch to Rollins. Also lining him up for a spear. The spear connects on Rollins. Reigns going for the pin. But Triple H breaks up the pinfall. He's now assaulting Roman Reigns. Reigns now taking out Triple H. He throws him out of the ring. And now turns his focus back to Seth Rollins. But Rollins managed to grab onto Reigns and put himself back in the driver's seat. Dean Ambrose laying waste to Triple H outside of the ring to prevent Seth Rollins from tagging in and giving his brother Roman Reigns a shot to get his hands onto Seth Rollins. What is Seth Rollins going for here? Rollins now going for a stomp, curb stomp. The stomp connects. Will it be enough to eliminate Roman Reigns? 1, 2. Dean Ambrose breaks up the pinfall. And Roman Reigns remains in the match. Triple H is now back in position, but Rollins doesn't tag in as he was in the driver's seat, but Reigns managed to reverse. You can see how angry both of these men still is with Seth Rollins. They couldn't believe he betrayed the Shield. Rollins still hasn't explained to them why he betrayed the Shield. But it didn't look like Ambrose and Reigns was interested in an explanation. They only wanted to get their hands on Seth Rollins. They only wanted his blood. Maybe Rollins will explain in the coming weeks. He wisely decides to tag in Triple H as Roman Reigns beated him down severely. Triple H is eliminated from this match. Seth Rollins will be in big trouble, as the handicap would turn in Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose's favor, but a spear connects by Roman Reigns. Will Triple H be eliminated here? Triple H kicks out at 1. Can you guys believe that?
Unbelievable, more like inhuman. Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men? Triple H getting dismantled here.
Triple H now in the driver's seat. Some punches to Reigns and going for a crossface. Decides to let Reigns out of that one early. Also now takes out Dean Ambrose, he throws him out. Triple H and Roman Reigns, the legal men in this match. Triple H is going for a pedigree. The pedigree connects. Will it be enough to put Reigns away and eliminate him? It is. Triple H and Seth Rollins is now 2-on-1 against Dean Ambrose. Triple H now going for a pedigree on Ambrose. The pedigree connects. Will this one put Ambrose away as well? No, Ambrose managed to kick out of the pedigree and remains in this match. He knows chances of getting Rollins again is very rare, and he'll do everything in his power to stay in this match. As you can see in the background, Roman Reigns leaving the match. He was just eliminated by Triple H. Ambrose now going for another DDT, it connects. He knows if Rollins is on that apron, he will break up the pinfall. So Ambrose wisely takes Rollins off the apron. Ambrose goes for the pinfall. Will it be enough to put Triple H away? It is. Triple H is eliminated. This is the shot Dean Ambrose has been waiting for. It is now Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. 1-on-1. Rollins has nowhere left to hide, as both of his partners has been eliminated. You can see Dean Ambrose is wasting no time. He's enjoying every single second of this. A pile driver connects on Rollins. When was the last time we saw a pile driver? But we all know that Dean Ambrose wants to break the neck of Seth. But now an elbow from the ring post to the outside. Ambrose is also cleared at the announce table. It looks like he has some sinister plans with that table. He's now dragging him to the announcer's table, placing him on it. The suplex through the announcer's table. Dean Ambrose has just put Seth Rollins through the announce table. Now tossing him into those
He needs to find his way back into the ring.
The count just keeps going up.
Unpacks a well-placed punch. Showing a lot of fury with these attacks. You can tell he is...
Ambrose now finally gets the fight back into the ring. But Rollins back in the driver's seat with a sling blade. What's it going for here? It looks like a pedigree used by Triple H. The pedigree connects. Rollins going for the pinfall. Rollins has pinned Dean Ambrose and picked up the victory for the Authority. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns wanted to get their hands onto Rollins, and both of them did just that here tonight. But was it enough? I don't think they will be happy with the amount of damage they did to Rollins.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match and is for the WWE Championship.
This man has won the Money in the Bank briefcase at the annual Money in the Bank pay-per-view and has decided to inform Rage that he will be cashing in his briefcase at Payback. He didn't want to wait until Rage was down and out to cash that briefcase in. He wants this match to be fair. Rage shouldn't have any excuses when Randy Orton beats him for that championship. We all know Rage used that very briefcase he won from Orton last year to cash in on Orton in the main event of WrestleMania. The first time ever a superstar has cashed in at WrestleMania, let alone the main event of WrestleMania. The WWE Universe is referring to that as the heist of the century. It's the biggest Money in the Bank cash-in of all time. As you just saw, that WWE Championship will be on the line. Ryan Rage captured that championship at WrestleMania and hasn't looked back since. He has defeated Daniel Bryan by making him tap out in a submission match. Submission specialist, no one gave Rage a shot at making Bryan tap out, but he did it. And he also managed to defeat Brock Lesnar at Money in the Bank. He did get some help from Triple H, but that's not how it's going down in the record books. Ryan Rage owns a pinfall victory over Brock Lesnar. Rage also had to defend the WWE Championship against his former ally Damian Aldo on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago because he didn't have to defend at Extreme Rules. So this is Rage's fourth defense since winning that championship. Himself and Randy Orton had a hectic feud last year. If you haven't catched that one yet, be sure to do so. It is under year 3 Ryan Rage Career Universe on my channel. Rage took the Intercontinental Championship from Orton at Night of Champions, and then at TLC also took his Money in the Bank briefcase from him.
Attack to the neck. Got flipped upside down there. Great power, masterfully executed Regalplex. Oh, propelled into the table. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Climbing up top, he's got big play. If this lands, it's over. Big splash!
Taking it outside the ring now. Gets inside the ring.
Rear European uppercut. That's just hard to watch.
Getting a ladder in position now. Smack dab in the center of the ring, too, Cole. A bad place to be for the challenger.
Nothing but respect for hanging tough this long, but this might be where the match finally slips out of hand.
Uh-oh, we know what's next.
Another one bites the dust to the champ. Working his way up the ladder now.
This is a critical moment.
Getting set on a prize now. It's a bit of a risky move right here. Big time. Oh my, hanging on for dear life.
No ladder, just a little waiting there.
He gets sent down to the floor.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about.
Hey, are you kidding me?
He's setting it up on the ring apron right now.
You've got to wonder what he has in mind here.
Stomping. Ouch.
Oh no. Face first off the ladder. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
And he's going with the great equalizer here, the steel chair. It's a recipe for cracked ribs.
Oh, what impact.
One wicked attack after another.
Being put into a perilous position here after each of these vicious attacks.
This is just getting uncomfortable at this point. Ooh, man.
You can see the dominance on display by Orton.
This the title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm has shifted. A jiu-jitsu combo. Through the air. It connects.
It doesn't matter if you're on the outside of the ring. There is no place safe when you face such a risk taker.
Slides back into the ring. Kneeling clothesline. Clothesline to the back of the neck. The champ's reign on shaky ground now.
He needs to give himself some room to regroup fast.
No corner being given by either competitor. You have to believe this one's going to be decided by the smallest of margins.
And Orton finding himself on the receiving end once again.
Oh, yeah. Orton has got to find a way to turn the tables on the competition soon.
Face first.
Clothesline in the corner. He's looking to align that ladder up perfectly.
Placement is crucial.
Big opportunity here, guys. This could be a turning point.
Rage now throws Orton onto that ladder. He lined up outside of the ring and now climbing a ladder. What is his plan here? Ryan Rage dives onto Orton and puts him through a ladder. What guts shown by Ryan Rage. He will do anything to hold on to that WWE Championship.
There's a crucifix, nicely done. There's the heel kick.
Rage now continuing to assault Randy Orton on the outside of the ring. I think he wants to make sure Orton is out of it before he climbs that ladder. You don't want to get hit by an RKO from on top of that ladder. That will hurt like hell, but Randy Orton is now back in the driver's seat. And he connects with an RKO out of nowhere. He picks Rage back up and continues his assault. Both of these men have hit huge moves and didn't go for that title. You can see they still carry grudges from last year's feud. They want to beat the hell out of each other. Orton now clearing the announcer's table. Now dragging Rage to the table. Does he want to put him through that table? It looks like it, lining him up. An RKO connects. Randy Orton puts Rage through the announcer's table. But now finally looking to go for the WWE Championship. Just hang high above the ring. On the same spot, Rage took his Money in the Bank briefcase from him. Doesn't look like he can line that ladder up correctly to get to the title. Rage is finally back to his feet now. He pushes Orton off of that ladder. Orton didn't utilize his time. Rage now putting Orton on the turnbuckle. What is his plan here? He's climbing the turnbuckle now. Looks like he's going for a superplex. No, Falcon Arrow connects from the apron. Rage now grabbing another ladder. There is a ladder in the ring. I don't know why Rage would go for another ladder. Just to inflict more damage onto Randy Orton. But Orton is in the driver's seat. With a follow-away slam there to Rage. He's now placing one of the ladders into the corner. Now throws Rage into the ladder. Wow, that looked like it hurt like hell. Orton believes he's done enough to keep Rage down. What's he doing now? It looks like he's steadying that ladder, but knocks it over in the process and Rage is back to his feet. Orton again not utilizing his time. Beats Rage with a ladder to keep him down. This time it looks like that ladder will be in position. Orton is climbing the ladder. And he's reaching now for the title. But Rage knocks the ladder over and Orton is hanging on to that title. What's Rage going for here? He spears onto that ladder. Both men is down. But Rage back to his feet first. Picking Orton up and it looks like he's going for a TKO which connects. Rage now picking Orton back up. He tosses him out of the ring. Randy Orton is out. I think Ryan Rage has this match won. He's going for the briefcase. Not the briefcase, the title. Can he unhook it? He does. Ryan Rage retains his WWE Championship against Randy Orton. But what a match this was. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all on SmackDown.